Silence.
It's all in defense. That's massive. That's massive.
It immediately sounds 500% better just by plugging in the most simple cord into the laptop. But I will say that the comments from last week's garbage-ass episode, really kind. Some of the listeners that commented on your Facebook page were like, hey, you know, you owned up to it. You faced the facts. It sounded like shit, but you still put it out there. And for that,
I didn't.
That's our friend John. John made it back. We're all here.
I'm here 5 minutes. I'm like, I can't listen to this shit.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
I stopped in the first 5 minutes to put my AirPods in because I couldn't fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Then I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, and I mean, when it was all going through the speaker of the laptop, and then I remember having that conversation with Aaron. Let's not. Look, we made it through. We've made it to another day.
Live and learn.
Beautiful day here in Tacoma, Washington, for another episode of the In the Fence podcast.
Are we live?
With Aaron and John.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, did we get
Are we live?
A bunch of news, facts, information,
what a great
fun
intro.
stuff, all for you today on the show. Oh yeah, the best.
You were at the refrigerator when you started it.
I said, wait. Why can't he just push the button and start over?
Look, you guys might be the race car drivers, but I have a heart of a race car driver. I can't stand still. You should see me when I'm at Costco. I'm pushing my flatbed around. I'm just going to town, man. Can't slow me down. I got boxes to get. I got to go back to the baler. I got to go back up front. I got to help.
We were
assist.
just talking about how you were getting a promotion.
Oh, yeah. No, I shot
But you can't write a cover letter for your resume.
Shout out to Tice, who got the promotion. Your boy did not.
Tice, who's that?
It doesn't matter.
Come on, tell me about that.
He's the guy that got the promotion.
He's the produce guy.
He's the produce guy. All right. So, did you guys check out the NASCAR race over the weekend? Because we weren't.
I watched the last lap of the truck race.
Last lap of the
There was a
truck
good
race.
last lap, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the truck race.
I fell for that kid, even though I'm not really into the young kids. But he's 18, so
Yeah, the 18-year-old
if he was 12, then
had
I'd
the
be
world in his
pissed.
hands up to the last chicane, and
Then that other guy had his balls in his hand.
Is that where the quote came from, Aaron, that you were playing on your phone earlier?
No,
oh, my
that
balls! Oh, I got it stuck in my bits and
my
kibbles.
bullocks. That was a guy he got a submarine belt all crisscrossed up in his nuts. It's happened though. I mean, how many times have you done that, right? Like, you got
Never.
You've never put your belts on. You're like, oop, that's a little too taut right there.
No. Maybe I have little balls. I don't think
That's
so.
the problem.
I adjust my seatbelts well.
I've had to undo them and redo them again.
Have you ever bruised your kibbles and bits in like a race, like a crash or something?
You know what? For the longest time, I never used a submarine belt. Actually, till John made me. I would never put it in.
I just use it because the seatbelts ride up on your body,
yeah.
and that I don't like it. No, but I broke my sternum once.
How much did that suck?
It was awful.
For how long did that suck?
Long time, but I kept racing.
Yeah.
I put this piece of fucking foam pad underneath my suit. I broke a lot of bones in my life, and I broke a lot of bones racing cars.
Would you say that was the most annoying?
Does that would just hurt getting in and out of the car, steering the car? Like everything you do would be like centered on your sternum.
Yeah, I mean,
Breathing.
It was terrible.
Yeah,
it was terrible. It was
and then tightening your belts. It's something like a medieval torture device.
Yeah, it wasn't awesome.
When was this?
Early 2000s. I think it might have been 2001.
Oh, way early.
So here's what happened. Let me tell you the story. So in like 1999, 2000, I built a car for a gentleman named Lenny Woods that owned Chino Hills Ford in California, and his son raced Timmy, the great Timmy Woods. The great Timmy Woods, that's a side. He got black flagged at Irwindale, like, because I used to go down and work on their cars. I'd fly down and work on their cars, or drive down and work on their cars for, stay there for a couple of weeks. And this is when I drove for Doug Betterall and was teammates with Jason Jefferson. Jason didn't work on Lenny's cars a lot. It was usually just me. And that's actually how I met Junior Joyner. And great guy. Anyway, I'll speed up my story. I got a lot going on in my head. It has nothing to do with this story. So I went down there, but Timmy Woods, anyway, I was working on his car all the time, and he got black flagged at Irwindale, and he didn't agree with it, so he stopped the car on the start finish line and got out and sat down to do a sit-in.
During the race?
Yep.
Cars on the track?
Yep.
Huh.
I mean, it was yellow by that time. But yep.
And sitting down, making it even harder for people to see you?
Throwing a temper tantrum on the ground and shit.
Spoiled little brat.
Anyway, so I built the car for him, and then I don't know if Timmy didn't want to drive it or they wanted me to drive it first. And so then I went to Phoenix, right? Because
this is with. Okay, I think I know how this goes.
Yeah, and so, I drove it. There's a bunch of story about testing, but I'm going to speed it up for the show. Anyway, throttle hung. No throttle. That
was with what, Kenny Schrader?
Schrader was there with us, and he had his car there. And then, there's the two of them rented the track. So this is Phoenix. So you can put it into perspective, like the money.
So a mile and a half?
1 mile. And so anyway, we didn't have that NASCAR mandated throttle stops and all that shit on the carburetor. And I just was doing whatever. I was doing this thing. Here's what it was. Schrader said to me that he just trail braked getting into 3, and he held it wide open the whole way through. And I'm like, wow. And I said, well, I don't think I can do that without new tires. So then Mr. Woods just said, put new tires on it. Let's see what you do. So I went down there, and sure enough, this is the test prior to me winning in Phoenix. And sure enough, I trail brake through there, and I never lifted off the throttle, but I was so scared out of my mind. Then we come out of the corner, and I got to go down into turn 1, and we found out what happened later. Like, I was pushing on the throttle so hard with no throttle stops that it bent the throttle shaft in the carburetor. Damn. Which is hard as hell to do, but it bent the linkage on the outside. And I went to go into turn 1, and I lifted, and she said the pedal did not come up, and I whacked it. And if you've been to Phoenix at all, like turn 3 and 4 is much different than turn 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4 is a type of big sweeping corner. You could do something like we did, and turn 1 is not. It's like going into turn 1. It's a very similar track to Monroe, other than the dog leg on the backstretch. And well, I whacked the fence, and by the time the car stopped, I had just went past there's an opening in the fence, just like at Monroe, and at the time they've reconfigured a couple times, and that's where the car came to a stop. And I'm pretty sure there was at some point in this process that I fell asleep.
Just took a little nap?
Yeah, I took myself just a little nap.
Yeah, you got time.
And so then I got out of the car, and then there was the ambulance guys and all this stuff. And all this stuff. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me. And then anyway, we're done. So then Mr. Woods said, needed a clip, obviously, and much other things. And afterwards, we're going back and we eat dinner and whatever. And I'm sore, right? Like, but I'm a tough guy, right? Like, I think at the time I was like, I don't know, 21, 22. And,
you'd been 31.
No, I don't think so. In 2000?
2001, you were born in 72.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So you'd been 29.
Okay, whatever.
Or so.
It was 99, but yes.
You guys are too cute.
It was 99.
Still old.
And so Mr. Woods said what Mr. Woods would say. He goes, well, you better take that thing back home, fix her up. So we towed her all the way home with his truck and trailer, and put a clip on it, fixed car, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But it sucked too, because on the way home, we were going through downtown Phoenix, and this was like, we just left. We had dinner, and we were going through downtown Phoenix, and some guy jumped off an overpass into fucking traffic and then got run over about 8,000 smushy times, and he was not something awesome to see. But so where the story really happens, did I break my sternum? No, I didn't. What happened was I broke my esophagus loose from my stomach. And so then I went for like a year, and then I was you know what, Better All's, Jason and I, we would have to work on fucking transport trucks, Better All Auto Transport. When we weren't racing, we had to work on transport trucks. So in the wintertime, we worked on transport trucks. And so we were building a trailer, right? Like an auto transport trailer, copying a Boydston or something. And we had it in the middle of the race car shop we were working on. And I became so delusional from losing blood, which I didn't know at the time, from losing blood, right? Like, you know, you could see it in your pee or your poop or whatever, but I was seeing it, but whatever. I'm a tough guy, right? And I was so delusional that like I had to take a piss, and I was standing in the middle of this KG trailer looking thing. I just took it out in the middle of the shop and peed on the floor, and I didn't even realize I was doing it, right? And so that night I didn't want to bother any of my friends, Jason or anybody, and so I took a cab to the hospital. And so anyway, they find this situation, and I'm there, and you know, it's like they give me a bunch of blood, blah blah blah. Anyway, so we're fast forwarding the story. You know, I had surgery. A lot of people.
They broke your sternum.
No, not at all. Oh. No, so I had surgery, and they cut me open. I mean, you've seen it, but I have a big zipper on the front of me, like, you know, from my sternum, from about my sternum to past my belly button. Anyway, so they fixed me all up, and you know, now mommy's there all the time for everything. And I decided, like, I moved back to the west side in the middle of all this, right? Because I needed a little bit of care. And so Better All let me take a couple of cars with me. And you say a couple of cars, like how many cars did we have? Lots of cars. Like, people are like, lots of cars, lots of haulers. Doug Better All loved race car haulers. So I had a cup trailer for a while. Jason had a couple trucks and trailers. We had Garrett's old single car hauler with the lift gate on it, which was actually Bill Elliott's test hauler. And like, we had a haul of them. So I took a race car hauler and a couple of cars and a pit cart or two, and right, because we had a lot of cars, a lot of pit cars, and a lot of haulers. It was a great time, and he's a great guy. And
R.I.P.
I don't know if we ended well, like so many of my race relationships back around the era. But so anyway, we getting ready to go, and we're going to run the tour race, the opening tour race at Monroe, and I'm basically begging my doctor to release me, right? Because I had this surgery, like, I don't know, December-ish or January-ish, right? And so, you know, I was doing physical therapy and doing all this thing, and I weighed like negative me pounds or something. Like, I was fucking really light and skinny, and I think I was down to like, I don't know, 160 or so. I'm like 195 today. I was like down to 160, and so anyway, I raced this car. I got released, and it was there. And the first thing I said was like, Lil B or Brian Nestor, and like I said to him, like, I didn't take any pills or any pain pills or anything, like, you know, for like a couple of days up the race. And I said to him, when I come in, whether we win or what we do, have my pain meds fucking there. And so anyway, I drove the thing, and then, you know, I was so small in the seat. That was really what the problem was. I was so small in the seat that I would just kind of sunk down into the right rear of the seat. And I'm driving this thing, and we're pretty good. Like, we drove from, I don't know, I didn't qualify very good, like, you know, mid-pack or something. And we were pretty good. And I was just got to Ken Kalschmidt for like third or fourth, driving up through the field. And we came out of turn 4. And if you ever been on the 5/8 on turn 4, I mean, not in a Pinto.
I've been in it more than that now, barely.
Yeah. Thanks, Angel.
Yeah. R.I.P.
No.
Not Angel, the car.
Okay. So anyway, you know, the car's still there, just didn't run. Anyway, you come off of turn 4, and for me, I slide across what they call the tech pad. Like, I slide the left front across the tech pad. Put your shit back on, Buckner. Put your shit back on. took his headphones off. Anyway, so you slide across the tech pad with your left front tire, and it slides up out. And you basically, when you're really cooking, when you're really doing it, like all these guys, I don't know, I don't know that I'm a star, but I feel like I was a star, just like Name was or is a star for a long time on the 5/8. You know, they slide up in there and they drive across that weird bump. Like, man, I slide up there and slide to the wall just past the bump. I never go through the bump. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Fucking toddlers, just fucking coal raz and shit. Fucking going across the bump. Like, what this is, a fucking 4x4 off-road Ranger truck racing. Anyway, so I just slid up and I was trying to look around. I was trying to look up out of the seat. And you can't see on the podcast here that I'm trying to pull myself up out of the seat with the steering wheel and slide across there so that I can do this thing where you get up to the wall and you slingshot down and you get underneath somebody going down the front stretch on the 5/8, and then that's how you that's how you pass someone on the front stretch getting into one on the 5/8, or you got to do it on the outside. You got to be right. So that's what I was doing. And he had a line I couldn't go around the outside, so I did this, and I'm gonna go by him, right? Like, I'm right on his bumper for 4 or 5 laps, and he knows I'm gonna do it, whatever. And so I slid up there, and when I slid up there, I was like pulling myself up out of the seat, trying to look around the corner of this car to make sure I had to go, and I slid that bitch right into the fence. Oh. And I hit pretty hard, but then it came off and it felt like I was still rolling. So about halfway down,
back up again?
I throttled back up. I'm like, I'm still gonna. And when we got to turn 1, it didn't turn, and I hit the fence. And I'm like, when I hit the fence, it broke my sternum. Oh. And you know, I don't know if everything was a little softened up from the surgery, and it broke my sternum. And I drove that thing all the way. I'm like, I'm at this, because they all knew right at the racetrack that I was not, I don't want to say not well.
Right.
I was soft, if you will. Right. I was a little, like, I was like, and so this happened, and I'm like, on the radio, and like, Brian's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm not dealing with that fucking ambulance. So I drove the thing all the way around the track with 3 wheels, sparks flying off of it, and pulled into the pits, right? And so I got in there, and they come over, and they're doing their thing, and I'm just deep breathing it and thinking, because I instantly knew what happened, right? And so, yeah.
Did you feel it?
I didn't tell anybody for like 3-4 weeks. I went to the doctor. He said, "You folks," because you know, there's nothing you can do for a broken sternum other than just man up, right? Anyway, that's my broken sternum story. We went a long time on my broken sternum story, Eric.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's good though. I just feel like everybody in the story was smoking cigarettes for some reason.
No,
I don't know anybody.
Did better all? I feel like he maybe.
He didn't.
Okay.
Rodney smokes cigars. That's it.
I always think of every single NASCAR story from like the
Winston.
past.
Well, that was way back.
They
It was
always had
Winston.
cigarettes
They were in
in their
North
mouth.
Carolina. So all they did down there was a
Dale
pastime.
Earnhardt going around the track.
Dale Earnhardt
smoking
didn't
his
smoke.
mouth.
He didn't smoke.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
You know, so Buckner's never raced or anything, but he's messed himself up pretty good with his like adrenaline activity. He does a couple different things. You do inline skating,
Right, like on ramps and stuff.
and longboard.
Longboard, and I used to downhill mountain bike.
Yeah.
That's how I got the most fucked up.
Was it the mountain bike or I thought the longboard where your tooth went through your face and.
No, that was the mountain bike.
Oh, it was the mountain bike?
Yeah.
There's a picture of him where he's got half a tooth and he's smiling.
Just blood.
There's blood everywhere.
It wasn't blood. It was a scab, but it started here and it went to here, and it was just road rash.
Yeah.
My mom recently just had that like a week and a half ago. Her tooth went through her lip. She fell down, couldn't walk. She's 80-something years old. I'll tell you exactly how old she is, but I don't fucking know.
I was at work, and I was trying to add up how many concussions I've had or how many like ways I could have died at some point. And I think I'm at like 5 at the moment.
Oh, I've had way more concussions than that. You won't die then. So,
okay.
I mean, a lot.
He's got the CTE on deck.
Almost.
I got it.
I went for a long time. Like,
pretty sure.
I went for a long time where I never put a clip on a race car. I won a lot of races, didn't put a clip on a race car. And then, but I still crash. I've crashed a lot. No, most of them not my fault.
Okay, while we're having this conversation about near-death experiences, what do you think, Aaron? Aaron, what do you think? Like behind the wheel or?
The closest I came, I was probably 10 years old.
Okay.
I was running down my driveway in Skyway, or Rainier Beach.
It wasn't the time.
I can already see it.
It wasn't the time your mom had the VW bug and
No,
flew out of the car.
This was actually like this legit scared me. It's the one time in my life I was like, oh, I'm dying. I was running down with this long downhill driveway in Rainier Beach, and I was eating a chicken leg. And the chicken leg,
drumsticks are supposed to be lucky.
Yeah, I choked on it, and I got to the bottom, and I couldn't breathe, and I'm like, and I literally thought I was going to pass out. It got to the stars were starting to happen, you know?
Right.
And then somehow somebody just went pook, and it popped out, and I was like, I thought that was it for me.
I thought this was going to be like where he was running down a hill and like he fucking went ass over two
Nope,
kettle.
it was a chicken bone.
I don't know if anybody knows that, right? Like he's going to say he is, but Aaron's like big, tall, whatever, and about terribly coordinated.
I'm fine coordinated.
See, I told you it's going to say
When I was a kid, it was tough because like I grew so much, my feet were so big. It was tough, but I was all right.
I will attest to his coordination skills because we played dodgeball together, and you would think that he wouldn't be as coordinated as he is, but when it comes to the dodgeball, you're pretty
I
good.
don't know if I'm
I
that
do
good.
got to
I'm
say
too old
this
for
because
that.
like I went to a couple dodgeballs with him, and then I did quit, right? Like I quit, and I think Aaron was like, "Ooh, you fucking quit," right? Like I don't.
I didn't say that.
I quit.
Oh, so that's when I start getting the invites. Is
Right.
after John quit. I see how this.
I quit because of this. I got there and these fuckers are so serious. They're like fucking
They
like
are.
this and that,
They're
and they're
not-
mad. And I'm
yeah.
like, this is not the dodgeball I
No,
signed up
he did
for.
league, and that's the thing. Like you guys could just go to the drop-in like
Yeah,
you did, Eric.
I
Like-
don't really want to drop in though either. Like I want a team, I want a camaraderie, I want all this, right? Like, but I don't need it to be the most fucking serious thing in my life. I don't need to go review game tapes and shit like that.
We stopped doing that.
Okay, well, yeah, because it's dumb.
It was fine. It was a good learning experience. I hadn't played dodgeball since middle school. I've been having to take a break because of my elbow.
You still haven't. You didn't play dodgeball like you did in middle school. You played dodgeball like whatever. Anyway, everybody's got their thing, and those people got their thing, and I don't have a problem with them having their thing. I just don't want to play dodgeball.
It was one of those where I show up to the dodgeball thing.
Hi.
And
That's
yeah,
the
I
problem.
was pretty stoned.
Like, who does that?
Wait, hold on. I want to hear this.
The
but I
balls are coming at me so slow.
Asshole.
I wanted to say, because I just ended that sentence with, I don't want to play dodgeball. I'm like, that's not it. I don't want to play dodgeball so serious that we're reviewing game tapes and people are yelling at me on the court. Nah.
I'm with John on this.
Right.
Even though
Bro.
sometimes you'll go out to the racetrack and he's like the most serious,
The most yelly, serious
the most
person.
yelly, serious one.
I'm like, listen, that's good for them. I'm glad they could do their thing. Not the kind of dodgeball I want to play.
I
Right,
kept
that's it.
waiting for them to be like, hey, do you have Jesus in your life? Because they were so pumped up on energy and life and vibrance. They're like, we love dodgeball and we're alive and we're having fun. Are you having fun? And I'm a little stoned. I'm a little introverted. And I'm like, I think so. Why are you talking to me? I just came here to... And they're like, we're gonna get fired up on dodgeball. Do you have Jesus in your life? And I'm like, I'm so high right now.
They never mentioned Jesus once.
Because they did say fuck and stuff.
Yeah.
They were just a lot, and I didn't.
It's an interesting group of people.
I didn't want.
Fired up on dodgeball. All right, synchronized dance time. 1, 2, 3.
For me, they were nice enough people. Like they were cool. I like it. It wasn't what I needed. I wanted to play. I still want to play dodgeball. I just don't want to play like that.
Just gotta go on Sunday.
Did that one guy come over and critique your form?
I don't want to. No, they told me.
Hey, you should.
They told me a
try
couple.
using your arms like this.
They told me a couple things, and I just looked at them. I never. Aaron, no, like I'm like, and then I did tell Aaron, I'm like, I'm not fucking going. I'm not going anymore.
I don't think.
And the funny thing is, Aaron, he'd take like one look at you and be like, I'm not going to push the subject. I think we're good.
I'm like, well, yeah. It was like I paid $130 to do this, and I've decided I don't want to do it.
I think Buckner talked about. They were saying this. I don't think anybody even talked to him. I think he just imagined it all. Because
that could be, yeah.
That was pretty high.
I wouldn't go to the drop-in Sunday thing. That would be cool. I mean, I can't now with work as much, but there'll be some days.
Well, there's Thursday nights too.
But also, I don't want to do. Stop petting that dog. It stinks. Jesus.
The more I pet her, the more clickety clacks in the background.
The more stinky your hands are.
Yeah.
Smell now.
She's going to her bed in the room where I put it.
Anyway, I don't really want to go to the Thursday drop-ins because I want to play with the same people every week.
That's the same people.
No,
you mean like a team?
I want a team, right?
You could just start a team of people that aren't serious. That's a thing.
Hey, look, come on down and get your face smashed.
There was a
fucking
team.
dodgeball.
There was like these like nerdy young like IT kids that came out, and they were terrible, but they had a good time, and they didn't care about anything. They were just,
And they all got a free Book of Mormon right after.
There was no.
Oh my God.
Why do you keep thinking it's like some sort of?
Because he was high. Anyway, let's talk about something serious. Or let's talk about.
I was going to say this just
I got
real
a bunch
quick.
of show notes.
He has some stuff. Talking about broken bones and racing through it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Mackenzie repping for breaking your thumb in a heat race and finishing the race and running the main.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There was apparently
thumb.
I
You need
heard.
those.
I think I'm breaking this fucking.
There's a white stool out there.
There's a chair that's breaking over here or whatever. Not my chair. You're moving. Who cares? I heard there might have been some controversy about the EMTs not letting her race because, she got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
But then, because of this whole thing, Quenton was like, I'm going to go over the dome. She can race with one back with broken thumb. If I got
if you got one arm, she can race with 4 fingers.
Yeah. So I salute to her for, I'm sure it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Soldiering her way through it. So,
and also the other important news from the race Saturday, the Super Stock Figure 8 race last Saturday.
Oh, half guy won.
Yeah, Quenton back in he was winning ways in 2026, first win of the year. And do you want to take credit for that?
No.
We're setting up the car.
We did work on it quite a bit. Kamikaze Keith and I did work on it quite a bit, and I appreciated them.
What episode are we going to get your brother on?
Well, we could right now. He's retired. He didn't have a job. Well, he's retired. He still does do some work, but he is
pick up the phone if you call.
But I got to plug my phone in. I don't know where there's a spaghetti mess of fucking wires. That's why last week we sounded like shit. Let's talk about that. I only made it through 5 minutes of listening. At the 2-minute mark, I had to put my AirPods in because I couldn't understand anything. And then at the 5-minute mark, I said, "This is fucking awful. Why would anyone fucking listen to this?"
Well, now we got somebody that we can call on the phone if we want. Annie just won, so we can talk that if you want, Aaron.
You had something you brought up about some guy.
Some guy.
Cream of some young guy.
Cream of some young guy. Which guy are we talking about?
Well, I mean, I know what one.
Old guy.
If you're saying that, I know what one I'd want to talk about.
Oh, you want to talk about the old guy? Yeah. So we were sitting on the couch trying to come up with some news stories. John had a business call that he was taking care of.
No, I did not. I was doing therapy.
Okay, I didn't know if you were open with that about talking about.
I would have.
Aaron
Aaron said, "Let's do therapy. We could do your therapy on the podcast," but my therapist would never go. I did tell him you said that, and he shook his head like, "Nope." Anyway, it wouldn't have been a good episode. Anyway, I'm going through some personal stuff. So
I was cruising through on the webs, and I'm getting a little older, and I found this story, and it resonated. It resonated with me.
Warmed your heart?
And warmed my heart because I thought about all three of us. And this is something that I could absolutely see myself doing when I'm this guy's age and having absolutely zero remorse. Like, you see the look on that guy's face right there on the right-hand side? Do you think, like,
He's the guy who got arrested. He's got the smile on his face.
Well, they both got arrested.
Right, but the one on the right, the old guy, look at that.
Yeah,
he's happy. It's a happy arrest photo. His first arrest of his entire
What
life.
did he do? Did he stole the car?
No, he took his 350Z out for a rip, ran into another dude in his vet at a red light, and they kind of gave each other the look, and they floored it. They go start drag racing on open street, and the cops catch him doing about $1.15, and they pulled them all into the sheriff's office.
When you say
the guy's like, I don't give a shit.
When you say ran into him, you mean pulled up next to him?
Pulled up next to him, or saw him racing and chased him down, or something like that. He lost though. The vet got him. But at the same time, drag racing when you're 85 years old, hell yeah, let's go.
So, I raced Buckner a little bit in your M3 when I had my Contour.
Right.
You got me a little bit, but it wasn't.
Little bit?
No, it wasn't as bad.
Contour's a bucket of shit.
It wasn't as bad as you'd think it was.
And my car also has almost 300,000 miles on it, so if it was like
the Contour had 200.
Okay.
I have
I think the Contour
done some street racing in my lifetime, and I have been to jail a lot of times.
That's the thing I think people don't know. Like, they know about all your exploits on the oval track and a little bit on the figure eight track, some road courses here and there, but you drove on the streets recklessly.
I did. I like, and when you say you've been to jail, right? Like, you've been to jail. Well, where the fuck are you guys going? Where are you going?
I'm getting some
where
water.
the fuck can't you guys fucking do all your bullshit?
I'm not going anywhere.
Like, you take your headphones off and you fucking go like running around like you're gonna fucking vacuum the house or something.
Oh, we do
So
a
you
race
guys
car
just sit
podcast.
fucking
We have a
down
hard
and
time
fucking
sitting
do
still.
this thing.
Look, I knew that your story was going to take a while, so I had time to go get a beverage.
And why are you always putting lemon juice in your fucking water?
Let's hear about the street racing story.
Scurvy.
Scurvy. Scurvy dog. I'm on the sea. Anyway, so when I say I've been to jail, most people say like, oh, I've been to jail. Like, you got a DUI and you went to jail overnight and whatever. No, I've been to jail. Like, I've been to jail. Like, I think my longest stint was like 6 months.
Whoa.
I've been to jail.
Wow.
I've been to jail. I think collectively,
What do you do with your day?
Fuck,
After day for 6 months.
It's awful. It's like it's awful. It's boring.
Do they have like a wake up call? Like, you have to be up at like 7 or 8:30. You can't sleep.
Okay, so let me tell you about Snohomish County. King County's awful. King County. Everybody's like, wait a minute, I'm in King County, Chelan County, Snohomish County, Thurston County, Kittitas County.
Jeez.
And all of
Did the world tour.
a couple of the Eastern Washington ones were just because that guy had warrants and I got like clipped for a fucking race or something over there.
When he's telling you a story about the Northwest Tour days, he doesn't mean Northwest Tour late models. He means the Northwest Tour of all the county jails.
I'm like, most of the Eastern Washington ones were like I got like clipped for something and I had a warrant. And then they had to extradite me to a different county.
How did you race with no license all the time?
They didn't make you have a license. No.
I heard a story real quick before we're in a story hop.
In a story hop. Well, I thought we just fucking did where you got your fucking lemon water.
That was on you.
So fancy.
Dude, I
Bougie
I'm
bitch.
remembering this now out of as a kid. Lemon water, it's out of the can. It's not even like I didn't cut lemons and squeeze lemons into the water. It was just out of the...
chair's broken.
Grab the white one out there.
This one's broken. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think I remember a story as a kid about your dad having a DUI and not being able to race.
Yeah, he did. He lost his license, and then back then it was like in 1988.
Somewhere in that.
It was 1988, and so he got clipped, and I got to drive his late model car. Because I had a street style bomber then, and it was in the rain. I think I finished second or third. It was awful, but
you good in the rain back then too?
It was my first late model race.
You're like one of the best rain racers around?
Oh, I don't know about that. It just like when we raced the legend cars, you know, all them fucking snot-nosed brat kids, they didn't know where to go. So I just run this thing up high. Pretty soon they were all
Well, it was
running
you and
up
Mike
high.
Holden kind of showed everybody where to go.
Yeah. So anyway, what was I telling you? Oh,
Street racing.
street racing. I was telling you about jail. Oh, I was telling you about jail because you asked like what happens in the morning. Well, they just open the doors, right? Like you're in this little cell with someone else in Snohomish County, and they open the door at like 5 a.m, and you can either go down and you can have breakfast. Never awesome. Food is not awesome. They don't even try. They don't fucking try. Seems to be bullshit for me. Like they don't like you listen, you could not try and make food better than this. Is it lower? Because I don't want one that's lower.
It's exactly the
Okay, all right, get this fucking thing out of here and give me a new chair.
Less squeaky.
Yeah, I don't like I got my little foot thing on that thing.
So it's like MREs that they give you in the military.
No, it's not like that. It's like shitty fucking food. It's just
Stale bread and stuff.
no, it's not stale. It's just it doesn't have any flavor. It all just tastes terrible.
If
All
you've ever
tastes the
spent
same.
time behind bars and you love our show, please comment in the comment section and let us know what your favorite meal is when
It is
you
the
were
same-
incarcerated.
the last
if you go to the drunk tank, it's the same food. It's the same food.
Biscuits and gravy.
Did you have food when you were
Or
there?
I think
breakfast burritos.
I think there is biscuits and gravy because it's easy for them to make.
Oh, it's cheap too.
Yeah,
Just
cheap.
flour and
So then,
grease.
so then that's what happens is like but you don't have to. You can go get your breakfast or you don't have to. But you can just stay in your room or bed or whatever it was. And then the situation.
If you had money, could you get better food?
Yeah, you get commissary. If you're there for a long time, you know, somebody puts money on your books,
Yeah.
and then there's a commissary, and then you get a little list, and you order what you want, candy bars or bullshit or this or what off there, some chips or whatever, and then you get it, but you know, you order and you get it like a week later, what the fuck ever, right? Like, and you're doing your thing, so you got to like do your commissary every week, so you buy enough shit to get through the week, and then you got to worry about hiding it so nobody fucking steals it, and then you know, you just roam around, do whatever you want in this big common area, but there's nothing there.
Did you get fights at all?
No, I didn't. There's that's where you don't want to fight. Because then you lose your good time. So then there's chairs, tables, and whatever, and there is a couple TVs and little TV areas like upstairs and downstairs. And then you can watch TV, like it's always like, you know, daytime TV, whatever. Sure. And, you know, Judge Judy or whatever back then, I don't know what the guy's name was.
I used to watch a lot of Oz on HBO.
Hey, pull my phone down because you're hearing this.
Is it yours or is it?
Yeah, it's mine because it's plugged in.
And I just wondered, did you align yourself with any of the...
I did every time I was in, like, you know, you make a friend. But so I was like, they called him Crazy Mike, and he was my friend. I wanted to get to this part of the story. And we're sitting in this, it's basically like there's a little spot, and there's like, you know, lined up of, you know, 12 or 15 chairs or something in a little square, and you just sit in them all next to each other, you know, like just plastic chairs or whatever.
Like a school assembly?
Kind of,
like
but
watching like
watching
a choir
TV,
or something.
but there was just like a little spot upstairs and a little spot down, and there maybe wasn't even, you know, it was like a row of 6 and a row of 6 or something like that. And so you're watching, and so we're sitting there, and like, and I mean, Crazy Mike and I
was he introduced you as Crazy Mike, or did you just start calling him Crazy Mike?
No, everybody called him that. And like, so we were buddies, right? And we were in the same room or something. I will say this: the worst part of I'll tell you at the end, the worst part of jail. Well, there's 2 worst parts of jail. But so we're there, and you know, so we'd always end up, and then we talk and this and that, whatever. And you don't talk about what everybody asks what you're in for, but you know, they don't. Nobody really fucking cares about anything. Like, and you're totally different on the inside.
Because you're not in there for anything super serious. It's just county jail, right?
Well, because if it's more than 1 year, if it's 1 year and a day, then you go to prison.
Okay.
If it's under 1 year, then yeah. So, I was not there on any like felony traffic charges, right? Like, so you got to be on, anyway, whatever. So Crazy Mike's sitting there, and so there's this guy that fucking keeps, you know how it goes, like, you know, they're going, you know, that's like, you know, something happens on the TV and it's funny, and so, you know, the dude bumps you with his fucking elbow or shoulder and goes, and he did this a couple times to Crazy Mike, right? And I was fucking on Mike's right, and this guy was on Mike's left, and he says to the guy, don't fucking do that, right? And so then a couple more times that, like, I don't know if the guy was doing it on purpose or whatever. So he does it a couple more times, and Mike said, he says, don't fucking do that again. Like, and he got all like, fucking don't fucking touch me or something like that, right? And so then the dude does it again, and this is what you get in jail. You get like a little pad of paper, right? Like a little notepad. Not one of those spiral things. I don't know what it was, like a little notepad. Like you put in your pocket, because your shirt has a pocket on it, like a booby pocket, right? Yeah. And then you get a pen, like a blue ass Bic ballpoint pen. That's what you get. That's all you, and a cup, a styrofoam cup. That's all you get. And if you lose your cup, you're fucked. Oh. So you don't get another cup for like a week. And so that's how you do it. Or you got to ask them, and everybody write on their fucking cup or draw on their cup with their pen, right? He does it again. So we're like on the 8th or 9th. And Mike just reaches in his pocket, takes his pen, and stabs this fucker with it.
In the neck?
In the neck. I'm talking not just like a little bit. Pen is stuck fucking a couple inches into his neck. He's bleeding. His blood's fucking shooting everywhere. And I'm like, I gotta go. And so then Mike went to the hole, if you will. And this other dude, fucking, we never saw either one of them again.
Like, never saw Mike? You never see him on the outside?
No, I'm not. We don't see anybody on the outside.
You see him evergreen?
Sure if you like kept,
even if you did see him on the outside, you're like just headed the other way.
He comes over for an autograph with a pen.
Do you know Crazy Mike's last name?
No.
It wasn't Mike.
Which I should have, because they refer to you by your last name now.
Oh.
Yeah. They don't go like Crazy Mike,
That's
Shy Mike.
The guards are calling him Crazy Mike.
So there's two things. These are the two worst things about jail. The doors are locked and you can't leave. Okay? And then the other thing is they don't turn the lights off. Oh. They never turn the lights off. So like when you got to sleep, the fucking lights on. So you got to like put some pillow. Anyway. So
what were you?
Pillows suck too.
So your what do we got? Your 6 month stretch.
Reckless driving. It's always reckless driving.
What were you driving? Like what was your street racing?
I had all kinds of cars. Yeah. I think like the big time during the 6 months that I had most, I had this I had this Chevy Love that I built, and obviously it was lowered, and it was pink with a yellow, blue, and a mint green ZZ top stripes
that
on it.
80s style.
I had
truck stuff.
I had a tonneau. It had a spoiler on it. It had a tonneau cover with a Playboy bunny sewn in the middle of it. All these things don't even jive now. And then I bought one of those kits to make it a convertible. Oh yeah. And then would clamp on. I got the truck from Maryland Eastbury at Eastbury's Auto Salvage in Marysville, which I actually worked there for a while. And I got the truck, and it didn't have an engine, didn't have a transmission. And then I got some wheels for it, put some aluminum modular wheels in it, painted the backside of them. The holes were like blue. I got this BBS front bumper cover for a BMW, and I grafted it into the front of it. This is all before I painted it. Did all the painting, did the roof, this, that. And then I put a Toyota 22R motor in it with a 5-speed transmission. But I had it built, and Myron Gemmer built it. And so she was pretty awesome for her. So I did a lot of street racing with it. A thing that was really cool for me was it had a manual transmission, and I could get the tires spinning, right? And power brake a manual transmission and stand outside of the truck with just my feet on the pedals. Right? So we would do that. And let's see, in 1989.
Back in 1989, I think used to have a Chevy Love.
It was 89 or 90. I won imagine this, I won the burnout competition at high school drags at SIR, or Pacific Raceways. Yeah. So burnouts were always my thing, right? I would just burn shit out until the fucking tires would explode, right? So anyway, I love that. That's my jail story. Well, that's one of my jail stories.
Unbelievable.
How long were you in for, Buckner?
I've never been in.
Oh, I thought they just took you home.
Yeah, I got arrested in the M3 for driving reckless. but it was like a speed trap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they were posted up. I was in a part of Washington. I was in Covington, and they were looking for people that might have had a couple drinks.
Well, and
they were driving.
There was a street racing deal out there for a while,
and I made a mistake. I had a couple drinks. I was leaving a friend's house. I was in the M3, and I'm like, I'll do that second to third thing where the car sounds real good between 2,600 and 4,300 RPMs when you're getting onto the on-ramp. Bop, bop. Just
How
one
did
of
it go?
those.
How did it go?
Well, I looked behind me and I had red and blues. Next thing you know, I was in the back of a cop car and I blow a breathalyzer and I cried my ass off. Oh, God, my parents.
But you didn't go to jail.
Didn't go to jail.
And he's been crying since.
I've been crying since.
Well, let's talk about something else.
So this weekend.
Oh, no.
What? What do you mean? Oh, no.
I thought we were going to call Half Guy.
We can still. I was going to say this weekend is the Mark Galloway 150.
I got to work.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go. Buckner's going to say he's going to go, but he won't go.
This will be a good race.
And you work days now.
There won't be any junk. There won't be any junk cars there.
Big track, 5/8 race.
Yeah, I know.
You've never seen that before.
I'm going to miss it. Damn it.
Yeah.
You don't think I can make it
back.
You don't think I can make it from Tumwater to Monroe, leaving at 8 before the race is over?
I mean, if you want to do another 6 months in jail.
I don't know. I'm going to be
driving
a fucking.
What are you going to drive your van that
driving
fast?
a van that fast, right?
He can get away with speeding in the van. It's the hot pink Chevy Love with no top.
Yeah.
Topless trucks, I tell you.
So they have 41 prolates.
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
So I'm looking at the list. We got Hayden Plybon, of course.
Mm-hmm. You're going to read us the whole list of 41 people.
No, I'm going to go through some of them so you can. I want to know who your thoughts.
I've been to the races before. I know.
Buddy Shepard.
Nah, he's fast, but I don't think he can get her done.
Your buddy Todd Connell.
Yep, he's my pick for the win.
Kyle Keller.
Never heard of him.
Me either. Kyle Lang.
Fucking terrible.
The surprise entry, Mark Hubbard. No picture of the car, just a silhouette. You don't have your glasses on.
Oh, yeah, well.
When was the last time he raced a 5/8 race, you think?
He raced a late model a couple of years ago. He had his own. Oh. Yeah. He raced all year. He was terrible.
Andrew Reel, Zach Reel, Brad Clark. I don't know who that is.
I mean, Zach Reel could be a contender.
Yeah, for sure.
Andrew's good too. He doesn't have as much experience as Zach.
They both have won.
Anyway, let's get
Kevin Harvick.
Nah, he sucks.
Name Lang.
Name Lang, Kevin Harvick, both contenders.
Logan Cole. Ryan Phipps.
No, fuck, he'll be in the back.
Oh, Dylan Capello.
He's good.
He was the crew chief for the truck guy that won.
Yeah, he lives back there. He's from Las Vegas.
Yeah, he lives in Charlotte now.
I said from, not where he lives.
I know.
Get your shit together.
Nash Youngren.
Never heard of him.
Me either. Number 22 car. He looks older.
Sounds like a country music singer.
Well, you'll hate the race because him and Buddy Shepard have the same number.
They do. I already noticed.
You don't believe in that.
Ethan Ebert.
But yeah, probably.
Guess who else is going to be there for the first time this year racing? I don't think he raced last year at all.
I don't know.
Greg Bennett.
Oh, Ginsu.
Yeah.
He slices, he dices, and he chops you off.
And Nick Beecher, who this is my.
Does he still have his 525 that he was trying to sell forever?
I don't know what he has. It's this 45 car, Nick Beecher. It's like it always looks. So my prediction for the race, Nick Beecher, 10th place, 8 laps down.
No way. Not 8. 10. I go with the 10th. He's a nice enough kid. He's not a front runner. Definitely when all this hot shit comes.
He makes his laps and he stays out of trouble.
8th place ain't him. Or 8 laps down isn't him. 4, maybe. 3, probably more likely.
What place is Crazy Mike going to come in?
I don't know.
Oh wait, he's behind bars. He's not going to be there. He's not going to be there.
I feel like Crazy Mike is a whatever. I don't know how to say it. Who cares?
Was he older than you?
I think so. I mean, I was a baby then.
So, anyways, that's some of the cars for this weekend's Summer Showdown. Who would you put your money on?
Turned it up. We're going. What I put my money on? I mean, I guess Kevin Hart.
Hell.
What's up? What are you doing? Where you at? What's your deal?
Oh, I'm just hanging out here at Mom's.
Oh, fun with the dog, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, you're on the In the Fence podcast.
You're live.
You're live right now.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Way. That's how it works. That sounds so good, doesn't it? Doesn't even sound like you're not on thing.
Well, it looks a hell of a lot better than it did last week. I'll tell you
That
what.
doesn't look better. It sounds better. Don't be a fucker. Anyway, Buckner's here. I'm here. Aaron's here. You're here. On the In the Fence podcast with Quenton Boreson from the number 5 Mary's Towing Ford Pontiac.
Ford Pontiac?
Oh, it's got a Pontiac rear bumper cover. So I call it a Ford Pontiac.
Yeah, that was Garrett Evans' old body.
He had a Pontiac back then?
Yeah, he did have some Pontiac bodies. Anyway, how's it going? What are you up to? Where you at? Again, what's your deal? Let's talk about the race.
I'm just at Mom's hanging out, taking care of everything while she's in Europe.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the race. How'd it go? What happened? You won the race, so you're here on the podcast.
Yeah. Took me all year to get here, but
All year. The year's barely half done.
Well, still took a long time, a lot longer than I'm used to.
Yeah.
Car was good.
Yeah.
Car was good. Thank you. For you and Keith doing the setup and changing the stuff that needed to be changed. Obviously, it was pretty fantastic.
Kamikaze Keith, your crew chief. That's who you're referring to, right?
Oh, Keith Taylor, you know it.
Yeah, Kamikaze Keith Taylor. Yeah. Aaron, why don't you lead this? I don't really know what to say to him because I fucking talk to him every day.
Oh, okay. Well, where did you qualified? I think I heard, was it 4th?
Third.
Oh, okay. Somebody's short shifting you there.
Yeah, they changed that format on qualifying, and I haven't quite got it figured out yet and stuff. I have a different plan for this week, but
Sounds got a different plan.
I don't know. It might be a one and done.
Well, Mackenzie said that last week, but you couldn't hear it in the podcast. It was so terrible, probably. But she mentioned that she finally starting to get it figured out too.
Yeah, you just drive the fuck out there like normal and go around the corner like normal. Don't try some fucking jazzed up, shitty, weird, I'm going to do this.
Well, it's that angle that they have us coming on and stuff. So I'm going to do just exactly what you said. And I've done some mock qualifying runs before where I've actually figured out a way to pick up a couple of tenths. And I'm going to try that. But I have a feeling with what I do this next time, they're going to frown on it. And they're going to say you can't do that no more.
I know what you're going to do.
So this is my thought.
Hold on. You're going to come out of the little road. You're going to make a hard left.
That's what I'm going to
say. Then you're going to make a hard right, and then you're just going to take off, which is what I would
That's
fucking
what I
do
would
too.
do. That's what I was going to say.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
It's going to be like a reverse down the straightaway,
Yep.
and then I'm going to turn and I'm going to get on the throttle, get up to speed like I normally do, swing out just a little bit like I do on a mock qualifying run, and make my charge.
You might as well just go left and go all the way around the turn, right?
No, you're not. They'd stop you instantly. But I'm going to take off like I'm going right down that straightaway backwards, and then I'm going to turn hard right and get into the corner and start going instead of they have us run out there, And yeah, it's hard to get figured out. It's hard to get it to enough speed to where I don't have to shift from third to fourth. I want to where I'm all the way in fourth, and that's how I am when I do the mock qualifying run. So
why don't they just go back to the fucking way it was?
Who knows? I mean, they're trying to avoid people wanting to try and warm up their tires ahead of time.
Then just don't let them do it.
Yeah.
Don't let them do it.
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. People are going back on the 5/8 and doing it back there to try and get in the tires.
Then just give them the fucking last place qualifying and don't let them qualify. It's really easy.
Yeah.
It's super easy to do. It's just like
it's the tail wagging the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what else you got?
Well, qualifying sucks for me. It always has. I've never been a really good qualifier, but that's okay. The car's fast, and that's what counts, because, you need the extra points if you're racing for points and qualifying, but it's not the end of the world, so.
Yeah,
I'll take a good car and a crappy qualifying time.
Yeah, Aaron, and you are
Twins.
You are twins in the qualifying world.
Oh yeah, we suck.
Yeah.
Now, Quenton, I as an outsider looking in, and I met you at the racetrack at one of the previous races when I came out there with Aaron, and it was
I remember that.
It was a treat, really getting to see the car and seeing the team and meeting everybody. But
I don't think we were beating everybody the night you were there. I think we got 3 laps in and had to park it by the wall.
Yep.
But the thing
sucked.
I'm trying to wrap my head around is I have the same car and I drive the same route to work every single day, and I've memorized that route. And so I'm guessing it's just like a racetrack, and you memorize that track and you're like, I got the same tires, I got the same car, I set it up, I worked on the car all week. So
it doesn't always work that way,
but
though.
That's the thing. But you were saying something. You were saying it's like I'm figuring it out. But you've been doing this for like 30 years.
Well, not the qualifying. They changed the format.
Actually, more like 45, but yeah.
He's old.
He's old as shit.
It's been a long time, that's for sure. Everything's different. Track conditions change, tire size might change the stagger of the car. It might change the weights just a little bit. Everything's different. It's never, ever exactly the same. So, the way you drive the track, the way you approach the track is pretty much the same. But, when the car is different than what it was the week before, even if you haven't changed anything, the track conditions, the track temperature, any of that kind of stuff could change. So it throws different curveballs at you.
So were you involved in, like, I heard there was a new car out, a new driver, new car, the 18 car. Who was that? Do you know who that is?
Yeah. I met him last year at the end of the year. He actually wanted to buy Mary's car, the one I drive, but it didn't obviously happen because I'm still driving it for another year anyway. His dad used to race out there years ago, and
let's get to the name. What's his name?
I don't know. You guys are like
put you on the spot.
Putting me on the spot. I'm an old guy. I have a hard time remembering.
I got a question for you. It takes
me a few minutes to get this stuff figured out. Go ahead. Go ahead with the question. I'll think about it.
I got a question.
Okay.
How do you shift?
With only one arm? Wow.
Yeah, I shift with one arm.
Uses his knees like
I know.
Drinking coffee.
It's kind of been one of those things that I've always kind of held secret. I
know. That's why I asked, because it's the most common question asked of him.
Yeah. No, it's definitely the most common question asked, and it's kind of like the allure of my racing world. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to figure it out. I did let Brandy Hood Promotions videotape the way I shifted the car one time. And if you go back into her past broadcasts through, my name and stuff, you'll find it. But it's been a couple of years now since she did it. I allowed her to do it one time.
Do you have an automatic?
No, I have a stick shift, 4-speed.
These are the questions that he gets asked. That's why I'm just asking these, because I've never asked him, right?
Did you ever have a Power Glide back in the day?
Oh, no. Well,
yeah,
I did. Actually, that's not true. I did. The very first Super Stock, the late model car that I had, and I bought one, and then I said, I've had enough of the oval track racing, and Steve Jennings ended up buying it from me.
That's not true.
But it had a Power Glide.
That's not true. That's not true. You bought another car and raced it a couple times, and then I drove it.
Yeah, I raced it once.
Well, who owned that car?
I thought I would try it again, and it was a sportsman class car from Spanaway, and I thought I would try it one more time, and had the same kind of results. I mean, when you're out there and you're going around the track, if oval track is all you've ever known, that's perfectly fine. It's awesome, and it's cool. But when you're used to figure eight and having to navigate the intersection and watch everything and get all your timings down, and you're battling with cars through the corners, coming off the corners, there's cars sitting there sometimes. And then you got the intersection and you got everything going on. Your mind is just going a million
You don't
miles a
want to race an
second.
oval track. It's too boring.
I was just going to say, are you saying it's boring?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
If you have it on record, Quenton Boreson saying something negative about someone
That's
or
the first.
racing, that's a first. That oval track racing is boring. Remember when you put that lead in that you typed that bullshit about what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Quenton Boreson said
That's a
this is boring.
headline.
Just bring it right there. Put it on the In the Fence podcast, Facebook,
Quentin
and everything.
hates
Quentin hates
NASCAR.
oval track. I raced them
No,
both.
I do not hate NASCAR, and I love watching it. And I mean, it's been a huge part of my life. The oval track racing. Just not for me behind the wheel. I mean,
John, you're such an
it just
instigator.
doesn't work for me. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it.
poke-
That
in the bear.
that sportsman limited sportsman late model that you bought. Who did you buy it from?
Randy Reeton.
Oh, okay. Yep. Now I remember the name. Anything?
But you don't remember the 18 car from last Saturday.
Yeah, you don't remember the 18 car.
Downey. But I'm trying to
Oh,
remember
Nelson
his-
Downey's kid. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
grandkid.
No.
Yeah.
Great
Grandkid.
grandkid.
Great.
Exactly.
Robert Downey, Iron Man.
No, that's not who it is.
It's not Robert. That's the actor.
And there was a problem. There was a problem. Isn't he the one who took somebody out too?
Well, it wasn't that he took anybody out. He was just out there racing. He's trying to get it figured out. He's new. He's got a brand new car. And he actually was going pretty fast. I was pretty impressed with, his speeds and stuff, for his first time out there.
Was it an AMC?
Jim Downey's kid.
Yeah.
Probably Jim
Or
Downey's kid.
grandkid even.
No.
Jim's
No, it
older
was
than us,
Nelson's
isn't
grandkid, I'm sure.
he? Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure he was doing better than the 85. That fucking thing's a weapon.
I mean, that's another kid who's a young kid, and in their defense, it's an old car, that's a really old
Listen,
car. So
that dude needs a throttle stop, an adjustable throttle stop.
he just needs a little bit more time. And if he had a better car, he'd probably have much better results.
I don't know
it's
if
an
you know
older
this,
car.
but he needs a lot more than a little more time.
I've watched him race other things and stuff. He's going to be fine. He just needs to settle down just a hair and stuff, get more track time. I mean,
He's a Hornet
gone
guy,
from-
right?
He needs.
Yeah,
you're
he's gone.
right.
He's
he
gone
did-
from
he did-
front wheel drive to rear wheel
Yeah, he
drive.
did well in the
what I mean?
Hornets and stuff, I think.
I don't know. That's what I
There's-
said. When he
there's
settles down, he'll be
adjustments to
fine
make.
with a throttle stop.
I got a question for Quentin real quick. Why isn't there more of a correlation between dirt track racers and oval track racers such as yourself? You just don't
He's not
see.
an oval track racer.
Dirt
He's a
track
figure eight.
racers
Figure eight,
are
that's what I
also
meant.
oval track racers. but-
These guys could care two shits about any of that dirt track racing. I when I was living out in Minnesota, I was at the racetrack
'Cause
we
they
had
made you
locally.
be.
Well, that too, but it was hella fun. But yeah, you just don't see a lot of that. It was like I race outlaws and then I go do figure eight as well.
Yeah, he also.
I went and raced on the dirt once and stuff, and I thought it was actually really fun. I had a good time with it, but man, it was messy and dirty and nasty crap everywhere. And
That's what I'm talking
it
about.
was like yeah, I'm kind of. If I have to do it, for region points or something like that, I guess I'll go do it and stuff. My problem wasn't with the dirt. I actually liked racing on the dirt. It was the front wheel drive. That's where I struggle, is all these years of racing rear wheel drive and then going to a front wheel drive. So, I get when these guys move up to our class from the Stingers, they're coming from front wheel drive cars to rear wheel drive cars. That's a tough transition.
So you don't like front wheel drive. You don't like oval racing.
I'm not a fan of front wheel
You're
drive
just-
right now.
You're just broken.
I am. I'm a figure eight guy, and that's just how it is, and that's the way it'll always be for me.
And
doesn't mean I don't love watching it, because I do. I totally get into all the racing out there.
Are you superstitious?
Oh, stop that.
He told us something that
I
on
just said,
air
I want to know if you're superstitious or not.
that he probably shouldn't have said, but I guess since he brought it up now, he says
I'm not superstitious in life,
You
but
have-
I am superstitious a little bit when it comes to I'm having bad luck. And when I was winning, every race or almost every other race or whatever, quite a lot and stuff, I never
How
thought
modest.
about it.
How modest.
I never thought about it. But when you stop winning, you start searching for why. You're looking at the car first. You're
And so
checking
you
out
thought it
these
was the
things,
underwear that was going to fix the winning or the losing?
That was a while ago, the underwear part.
Oh, okay.
I know, nothing in particular. It's just like
What was
all
your
of a sudden when you're not winning for a while and then you get a win, you're like, shit,
Okay.
man,
Okay.
this shirt's comfortable, you know. Yeah, you know.
You gotta have your wins over my hammy.
So is that it? Like you hadn't won this year. I don't want to say all year. You hadn't won this year until this last weekend. So
Okay, you want the answer?
Yep.
I'll give you the answer right now. I'll give you the answer right now.
Okay.
Do you want to post a picture to
Yes.
go along with this?
Yeah.
I'll give you a picture of the underwear, the socks, and the shirt I was wearing that are sitting in a pile separate from my other one.
He's already got them set out. Oh, that makes the show right there.
When do you race again?
July 11th. They'll get washed
Okay.
and then they'll go into a separate little pile.
You're gonna wash them, huh?
Absolutely. You
Oh.
run dirty crap.
Might be dirty underwear.
He's not a dirt racer.
I don't want dirt flying through my window into my helmet, and I
Yeah.
certainly don't want dirty clothes.
Yeah. Okay. So
Where are you at in the points right now?
That's
you
I had not looked at the point. I hadn't looked at the points for the first 4 races, and then I took a look, and it was the night that I led 3 laps, and then the car broke, and the car was so friggin' fast. It was so fast that night. That was the best car I'd had in a long friggin'
for
time.
3 laps.
For 3 laps, but I mean, it was like it was accelerating through the center of the corner, and it was no resistance anywhere. I was flying off the corners into the throttle way quicker than I had for a long time, and I mean, that thing was just driving that night, and it was like, oh, this is gonna
Sometimes
be so
I like
fun.
a little resistance.
So fun until it just wasn't.
Right.
Anyway,
for 3 laps. So it was a quick.
Anyway,
it was a quick amount of fun.
After that night, I was like, well, that's it. You know, I've had bad luck this year. Now I got a DNF. I finished 15th. That's it. That takes me out of the points. But before they posted the new points, I thought, I'm going to go look and see where I was. And then I was really disappointed when I saw I was only 11 points out of the lead and would have only been 5 points out after that race had I won, because there's no guarantee. You know, I mean, something else could have happened. But yeah, you know, and then after that, I really haven't looked.
So
I'm pulling it up here.
he's
I'm gonna
pulling
find
it
out.
up. So have you just decided you're going to go race for the rest of the year, and the points are what the points until you find?
Well, that's what they're going to be. You know, I mean, the points are going to be whatever they're going to be, depending on whatever I do and whatever everybody else does. You know, you can only control what you do, and then hope that
you could get Big Bird.
you know, other circumstances might change along the way. But you don't ever wish for anybody to have a bad night or get crashed or anything like that.
You could you could slide Big Bird some cash and tell him which ones.
If he brings the Camaro out, you know somebody paid him some good money to take somebody out.
Yeah.
So you currently are sitting in 4th place, and you are 14 points out of 3rd behind Chevy Vincent, who's 3 points behind John Carlson, who is...
How many points out of the lead is he? He's bad at math.
I'm good at math. 34.
34 points out of the lead. So basically, if everyone
It's
crashes,
not impossible.
If
It's
you-
not impossible, but I mean, if you figure you got 6 races to go, you need to make up 6 points every night.
yeah, you just hopefully everybody else crashes on lap 1 and you win.
I mean, if Mackenzie
Or
breaks
if
your other
everybody else-
thumb,
If they crash,
Well,
in
the big thing that you need is you need the big car counts, because when you have a small car count and somebody has a bad night and stuff, there isn't much. You don't make that many points, you know.
Right.
So you need big car counts.
Plus, it's more exciting for the fans too.
well, doesn't help his
It's a
championship.
lot more exciting for the fans. And then now they changed it finally. Thank goodness. Thank you, Evergreen Speedway, for figuring it out after I don't know how long. You know, I mean, I love that track. I love everything about that track, but I've hated the fact that they've done a pill draw for these races. And now they've finally gone back to the old style, fast cars in the back where we
What?
should be. Yep, they changed it last race.
Oh,
I think
everybody-
we're going to take credit for that.
yeah, we've been saying on the show like for the last 3-4 times that's the dumbest thing we've ever heard. Fast cars in the
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
it's
awesome.
it's always been different. Those things got changed for whatever reasons they got changed. You know, it was, you know, they masked it with, well, people are sandbagging and we're trying to not give people advantages. So, we do the pill draw so that there's no sandbagging. I mean,
It's
I get
convenient
that.
they changed the rule, and Quentin's telling everybody how bad he is at qualifying all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Well, it'll be like you see sandbagging. If they believe that sandbagging's happened, they'll find out because that.
Yeah,
the
I love
V8
driving through
V-
the traffic, and I want some of these guys, that their cars aren't very fast and stuff to have opportunities to lead the race, to be out there, to get that experience and stuff, and get that thrill of being out in the lead, want to be in the lead more and work on their cars more and get them better.
All right. Well, send us a photo of your lucky outfit, and we'll talk to you soon. This is Quenton Boreson, has been on the In the Fence podcast. We got to go because we got to talk to somebody else.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Okay,
See you guys.
bye. I really just wanted to get him off the phone because
I'll tell you, man.
I talk to him all the time. That was too much.
You're getting really good at this.
Yeah, well, he needs to get off the phone.
I'm just talking about, like, Aaron, you and I had done, like, broadcast stuff quite a bit for a long time. And it's fun seeing John kind of taking the reins.
Did you see me?
Like more of a broadcaster guy.
You see me take him out? It was the most vanilla fucking interview I've ever
I'm
fucking
just
heard.
saying. I was trying to give you a compliment.
Thank you very much.
And if you already look, dude, we've already bust out an hour 20.
Oh, geez.
It went quick.
We got to go.
Oh, we got to go. That's it, folks, right here. That's been the In the Fence podcast this week. I don't know what episode number is, but you can check it out.
19
19 right there. That's all we got for today.